Hello, I'm going to talk about the first journal of EL4, and for this I have my circle planning, the annotations that I made during the feedback session, and also my own notes in my book that I made about the units. First, to cover the content of the units, we talked about the cognitive, emotional, and social development of teenagers and how the brain changes affects them at the hour of learning in the school. We also learned that we need a different approach in order to make them understand the contents that we are trying to pass them as teachers, because due to these changes gained by puberty, their level of sensibility about the thing we talk to them or how we are trying to apply the content to them gets really confusing. So we have to do a work that is beyond what is in the books, a personal work, more like a motivational work of some sort. And I also found this unit really useful because it helped us to apply those information to ourselves, because even if we are older than adolescent, we are not fully developed yet, so it really helps to understand our own bodies and our own minds, or why we act like that when we were younger. So I found that really interesting. Now, in the matter of the task, the talk, I really couldn't explain my situation better when I was at the feedback session. Many things were pointed out to me, like my extensive vocabulary, that even if it's really good, as Marion said, I'm relying on the words that were taught to me during first year. I'm not applying the new contents because I haven't practiced enough, and this is playing against me, especially when I try to communicate things that are really direct and concise. I tend to generalize every topic because of my lack of vocabulary, so I need to improve that in order to manage more uh, concise reflections about the units or about any topic that we are talking about in class. I also need to, for that, to speak more with my classmates that I know I haven't been doing because I feel somewhat distant during the last semester. This is something I would like to explain because I somehow feel outside of the bubble when we talk about pedagogy. This is due to my own reasons and goals. I'm not actually trying to be in this career to be a teacher like we are supposed to be. I'm trying to get my title and get this over with. So I have to put myself in the shoes of an actual teacher in order to feel compelled with the contents that we are passing. But since it's not something that comes directly from me, it's really hard, and that's why I look so distracted, aside from other personal problems that are not meant to be said here. But aside from that, what I try to do in order to get better with my own communicative skills is to talk with people that know more about the content. I have friends that are English native speakers. They that can correct me. I try to talk to them about the own content that I'm passing in the dossier or in the books that we are reading. So I found that really useful, and I will try to apply it more with my classmates, because it's true that I do not feel confident enough to talk during class. I'm going to try to get better at that and manage my own personal reason in order to not interrupt my classmates. and do my best in the next unit. So that's it.